They were ordinary people, hikers, campers, travelers who ventured into the vast, untamed wilderness. But somewhere in the shadows of the mountains, they vanished without a trace. No bodies, no clues, no explanations, just chilling, unanswered questions that continue to haunt those left behind. 3 disappearances, 3 unsolved mysteries. What really happened in those remote, isolated places? Could you be the one to uncover the truth? Or are some secrets meant to stay buried? Welcome to the Forbidden's archive, where the evidence they tried to erase comes back to haunt you. From dark history and Forbidden's rituals to eerie vanishings and buried secrets, we uncovered chilling found footage, unsettling evidence, and haunting recordings that were never meant to be seen. Subscribe now for spine-tingling tales of banned rituals, censored footage, and disturbing disappearances that refuse to stay buried. Enter the Forbidden's archive, where the lost voices of the past echo through the shadows. They were just passing through. A group of hikers, a solo camper, a small plane pilot. But somewhere in the vast, isolated wilderness, they vanished without a trace. The first disappearance. A hiker named Daniel Knox. He stepped onto the trailhead in Virginia's dense Appalachian forest and was never seen again. His backpack was found days later, torn open, contents scattered, as if someone had gone through it in a hurry. The second, a lone camper named Olivia Barnes. She sent a final text from her tent in a remote mountain campsite, saying she heard voices. The third, a pilot, Lucas Grum, whose small plane disappeared from radar while flying over the Canadian Rockies. No wreckage was ever found, but these disappearances aren't isolated. Across the world, people continue to vanish in remote, unforgiving landscapes. What is it about these places that swallows people whole? Is there a pattern to these eerie disappearances, or is the wilderness hiding something far darker than we realize? What happened to Daniel, Olivia, and Lucas? And how many more will follow? Unexplained disappearances aren't just isolated incidents. They're part of a haunting pattern that stretches across some of the most remote and dangerous wilderness areas on Earth. In 2019, a group of 3 experienced hikers entered the dense forests of Oregon's Cascade Mountains. They were never seen again. Their campsite was discovered days later, the tent ripped open from the inside, belongings scattered, and a single bloody handprint on the side of a tree. Just a year earlier, a park ranger in Australia's Blue Mountains went missing during a routine patrol. His last radio call was a frantic plea for help, claiming he was being followed by something he couldn't see. His body was never found. In the Peruvian Andes, an entire family disappeared while camping. Authorities only found their camera footage showing what looked like shadowy figures moving around the tent. Are these eerie vanishings connected? Or is the wilderness hiding secrets darker than we know? 3 disappearances, 3 remote locations, but now a disturbing new clue has surfaced. A search team in Oregon uncovered a journal near the hiker's last known location. The final entry was written in a shaky hand. They're watching us. They're not human. In Australia, a woman who was camping alone reported seeing a man standing at the edge of her campsite. He was wearing the same backpack Daniel Knox had when he vanished. When she called out to him, he didn't respond. He just stood there, staring. In Peru, investigators reviewed the family's footage again. This time, they enhanced the audio. Beneath the static, a child's voice whispered, "It's here. Don't look at it." Are these sightings connected? Are the missing somehow returning, or is something far darker taking their place? And if they are still out there, what are they waiting for? The search teams were ordered to stand down. Officially, the cases were closed. But behind closed doors, investigators continued to receive disturbing reports. A local hiker claimed he saw Olivia Barnes walking through the Oregon woods, the same woman who vanished without a trace. But something was wrong. Her eyes were empty, hollow, as if she was sleepwalking, and when he tried to speak to her, she simply turned and walked away, disappearing into the fog. In Australia, the woman who reported seeing Daniel Knox's backpack outside her tent woke up the next morning to find muddy footprints leading from the edge of her campsite to the door of her tent. But they weren't human. The prints were clawed, elongated as if something had been crawling on all fours. And in Peru, the last video frame showed the missing family standing in the middle of the forest, eyes wide, staring directly at the camera, each of them glitching, their faces distorting, as if something was trying to push its way through their skin. If they're still out there, what are they now? And if they're not human anymore, then who or what is wearing their faces? If you thought the horror ended here, you're wrong. What other dark rituals and forbidden practices are still being performed in secret? Dive deeper into the chilling world of haunted ceremonies, banned footage, and eerie folklore that refuses to stay buried. Click on the playlist to uncover terrifying recordings, lost evidence, and disturbing stories they never wanted you to see. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for weekly uploads of spine-tingling footage and dark tales that echo from the shadows. This is the Forbidden's Archive, where the hidden truth and haunting evidence come to life.